नमस्कार, एमिशन प्राइम पर आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपके साथ खुशबू शर्मा और आप देख रहे हैं हर बार की तरह हमारा इस बार भी बेहद खास शो जो आपकी ज़िंदगी से जुड़ा हुआ है। जी हाँ दोस्तों, हमारा प्रोग्राम इसलिए भी बेहद खास हो जाता है क्योंकि हम इस शो में हमेशा चर्चा करते हैं उन टॉपिक्स पर जो आपकी ज़िंदगी से जुड़े हैं, जिनको आप महसूस कर रहे हैं, जिनको आप जी रहे हैं अपनी निजी ज़िंदगी में। बहुत सारे सवाल कई बार हमारी ज़िंदगी को लेकर आते हैं, हमारे जो रोज़मर्रा की चीज़ें हैं उनसे जुड़े हुए होते हैं। उनका जवाब जानने के लिए आइए स्वागत करते हैं। हमारे साथ सिस्टमिक साइकोथेरेपिस्ट मौजूद हैं तो वो इटली से, लेकिन पिछले 10 सालों से वो भारत में ही रह रही हैं। आपके हमारे बीच रहती हैं, हमारी बात करती हैं, सुनती हैं, समझती हैं और हमें समाधान भी देती हैं। जी हाँ, मरियला ज़ैनोलेटी। चलिए स्वागत करते हैं और आज उनसे फिर से बहुत सारे सवाल करते हैं क्योंकि बेहद ज़रूरी है सवाल पूछना, तभी तो उसका हल मिलेगा। चलिए स्वागत करते हैं मरियला का। Mariella, welcome to the show once again. How are you?
Hi, Khushbu. I'm well. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm also very good and we are happy to see you again on Sunday. This is a very special day because you be a part of our show. It's very grateful.
Thank you for having me.
Okay ma'am, today it's a topic, बहुत ही ज़रूरी आज का टॉपिक हमारा रहने वाला है क्योंकि हम पेरेंटिंग पर चर्चा करने वाले हैं. We are going to discuss parenting. Yeah. It's a topic. हमारे भारत में माता पिता जो है पूजनीय माने जाते हैं भी। पेरेंट्स आर लाइक गॉड इन इंडिया। लेकिन फिर भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी होती हैं जो जिम्मेदारियों के तौर पर माता पिता के पास आ जाती हैं। तो चलिए, कैसे अपने माता पिता होने का दायित्व हमें निभाना है, कौन सी खामियों को दूर करना है और कौन सी पॉजिटिविटी को लेकर आना है ताकि हमारे बच्चों का फ्यूचर जो है वो कामयाबी की तरफ बढ़े। तो किस तरह से हमें अच्छे पेरेंट्स बनना है, इसी पर हम चर्चा करेंगे। सो मेरियला, as in last episode we opened our website for the audience. So here is one person, Mr. राजीव जी from Karnal. He asked a question. राजीव जी करनाल से, उन्होंने हमसे एक सवाल पूछा था क्योंकि हमने आज के लिए आपके क्वेश्चंस इनवाइट किए थे, तो ये सवाल उन्हीं का है। And he is asking, what are some ways to become more effective at parents? हमें क्या कुछ करना चाहिए अपने जो माता पिता होने के दायित्व को और ज़्यादा मजबूत करने के लिए?
I'm going to answer by keeping in mind what you said, that the parents are like God.
Yes.
Because I really would like for parents to focus on themselves, okay? First of all, think, are you a good role model? Because it's not just about what you tell your children, it's actually what you do, because that's what they will learn, that's what they will copy. And so then you also need to know what are your needs and your limitations. I see very often in my office people wanting to be perfect. But as a parent, you should know that you are not perfect. There's no such a thing as perfect. So if you know that you have some limitation, you can work on them and make it better. So you can work on your whatever you think you're not good at. Sometimes people are not good at saying no, putting boundaries, putting limitations. So there is an important bit. Focus on yourself. See, are you a good role model? What are your limitations? And also, what are your strengths? Because that's also very important. And then you need to be flexible because your parenting style cannot be the same with two different children. You're parenting when you are at different age, your age, and you're also your children. You know, while they grow, you cannot keep on parenting them the same way. And also, you need to keep in mind that love is unconditional. So you cannot just love if you are topper in school, if you're good at sports, and if you are, I don't know, the best at cricket or whatever. So love should be there no matter what.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing. और ये बेहद ज़रूरी है। सिर्फ किसी एक बच्चे का पिता या माता बन जाने से ही हमारी जिम्मेदारियां ख़त्म नहीं होती हैं। हमें उस पर बहुत ही गंभीरता से ध्यान देने की ज़रूरत होती है। अपने पेरेंटिंग को फ्रेंडली नेचर बनाइए। बी अ फ्रेंड ऑफ योर बेबी। अपने बच्चे के दोस्त बनिए, तभी शायद ये जिम्मेदारी आपके लिए भी और आपके बच्चों के लिए भी बेहद आसान होगी। यही मैरियला ने भी हमें समझाया है, जो
No, sorry, Khushbu, I need to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I've heard her saying friend.
Okay.
You need to be friend
flexible with your
flexible or friend? You said flexible.
Yeah, flexible.
Okay, sorry. I thought friend.
No.
Friend. No, you know why? But this is important. This is give me the opportunity to say parents are not friends with children.
Okay.
They are parents. And why I was thinking you said friends. First of all, because my Hindi is not that good, so I could not understand.
Okay.
But also because I hear very often people saying that. It's different. You're not friends because you're not at the same level. The relationship is not equal. If you are an adult, you have much more experience, you know much more, you are the one in charge. So don't think that your child is your friend and you want to share your pain, sorrow, you ask for support. It doesn't work like that. Your child is your child, not your friend.
So my question was very good, I think. Yeah. In India, it's very common. We hear a parent should be friend to the child, but it's good. What are you saying?
Because how can you be friend with somebody who's not at the same level? In order to be friends, you're here. It's not one on top who knows more, who is in charge. People should be in order to be friends. Plus, how can you be friend with somebody who is like 20 years younger, or for a child 20 years old, the mother, or 20 years older? I mean, how can that be? So please remember, your role is as a parent, not as a friend.
It's great, और ये बेहद ज़रूरी था. मुझे लगता है कि जिस तरह से बात हमने बोली है, मेरा बोलना भी इसलिए बहुत सहज था क्योंकि हमने अक्सर यही सुना है. आजकल ये बहुत इजी है कि माता पिता नहीं, अपने बच्चे का दोस्त बनिए. टीवी एड्स में भी कई बार हम यही सुनते हैं, लेकिन नहीं, मैरिएला ने हमें ये बताया कि डोंट बी फ्रेंड. यस, बिकॉज यू आर अ पेरेंट एंड आपको गाइड करना है अपने बच्चों को उसी लिहाज से. हाँ, सॉफ्ट आप रह सकते हैं, आपको ईजी आपको चलना है. तो ये एक चीज़ है. दैट इज़ वेरी वंडरफुल. थैंक यू मैरिएला. मैरिएला, आई वन मोर क्वेश्चन. What can we do as parents? As you said, don't be a friend. Yeah. Then what can we do?
Yes, true. And of course, as you said, it's good to be friendly. It's not that now just because you belong to a different system, and of course this system is on top, that you are gonna be, how do I say, not nice or patronize or impose. It's always important to be nice and to be aware that you can help your child develop a sense of self-esteem, self-confidence. So it's important to praise your child, not just making him or her feel important for anything, but for the things that actually are where you see your child putting a lot of effort. Because sometimes if you praise for any little thing your child does, your child might end up, when he actually goes out and face the world, to think, oh my God, I'm special, and then the world is not gonna make him or her feel special. So be careful how to balance that, but important to give good appreciation and praise when the child does something good, and acknowledge, this is basically acknowledge the good behavior. Meaning not just saying, oh, you have been good, but bring in some meat. Meaning when you say that, maybe acknowledge or point out why was the child good, what was he doing. I noticed you were very good while dealing with your sister, or thank you very much, you helped me today in the kitchen. And yes, remember to appreciate the good behavior. And when you set limits, you need to be consistent, because the child needs to know that the limit is there all the time. Children, unfortunately, are very manipulative. Yes. We were all be. I mean, we have all been. Yes. So put limits. Limitation makes people feel safe. When there's no limitation, the child can develop some anxiety. So put limitation and stick to the limitation. Not one day you're in a good mood, you keep the limit, the next day you're more flexible. So in that sense, be rigid is for your child's well-being, and make time for your kids. Give time. Time is very important, and the time that you give make your child feel special.
ग्रेट, इट्स वंडरफुल। बेहद ज़रूरी है एक अभिभावक होने के नाते, एक माता पिता होने के नाते, कि आप अपने बच्चे के बारे में गंभीरता से सोचें। और गंभीरता से सोचने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप उस पर हर चीज़ इम्पोज करने लगें। हाँ, बहुत शांति से, शालीनता से आप उसके साथ उसके नेचर को ध्यान में रखते हुए चीज़ों को बदलने की कोशिश कीजिए। मैरिएला हमारे साथ हमेशा यही बताने के लिए हमें मौजूद होती हैं कि हमें किस तरह से तरीके सिर्फ बदलाव ला सकते हैं। तो तरीकों में सिर्फ बदलाव करिए, आप जो चाहते हैं वो ज़रूर होगा, आपका बच्चा ज़रूर मानेगा, लेकिन थोड़ा सा स्टाइल चेंज करके देखिए। और आप स्टाइल चेंज करेंगे तो ये बेहद ज़रूरी है कि बहुत ही सॉफ्टली, बहुत ही मधुरता के साथ आपके बच्चों के और आपके बीच में, यानी जो एक पेरेंटिंग जो एक लेवल है या जो एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, वो बहुत ही शांति से आगे बढ़ेगी। सो मैरिएला, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन, इवन इट्स नॉट माय क्वेश्चन, it's a question, it came from like somebody written, Rupali from Shimla, Himachal. Yeah, she sent me a question. उन्होंने सवाल ये पूछा है कि how can parents like help manage their children's difficult behavior. बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं, बहुत fussy nature के होते हैं, they don't listen to the parents or they never obey the parents. तो बहुत सारी situation difficult हो जाती है. How to manage, how to tackle these children?
So you have to keep in mind that if your child is showing difficult behavior, it means that something is not going well inside him or her. You cannot be in a good place and throw a tantrum. That means that there is some stress in the child's life. So in that moment, in that situation, I'm not saying in life in general. So what can you do? You can redirect the child towards a different activity. So instead of just telling the child not to do something, ask your child to do something else, to engage in something else. And I'm sure, Khushbu, you sometimes do it with your daughter. Yes. Because it's important, you cannot just take away something. You cannot then, you have to replace it with something else. Sometimes it's also maybe you as parent are tired, stressed out. So remember, take a break and breathe. You know, sometimes just few minutes, you know, long breath, 5 in, you pause 2, 7 out, and you'll see you're already in a better place. Yes. Why are you laughing, Khushbu? Because that's very much part of the Indian culture.
Yeah, it
right,
is actually. It is.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the mothers are in stress all the time. Oh my God, mera bacha. Yeah. Please continue.
Yes. Then also, when you want to give a consequence for some action, something that your child has done, keep in mind to do it in a creative way. For instance, we are in this now pandemic situation. Everybody needs to wear a mask, and your child doesn't want to wear a mask. Maybe as a consequence, you can ask your child to draw a picture of a child with a mask, so that he can also learn what is the good behavior. It's not just a punishment. It needs also, he or she needs to learn something.
Great.
Then, as I was saying before, remember to reward the good behavior, so that the child remember, oh, there is what I'm supposed to do and this is what I'm not supposed to do. Sometimes children are a bit confused, because if you once say yes to something, then you say no, then they don't know themselves. And the yelling and spanking, I don't know, because I've seen in India some parents actually believe that is not too bad. What do you believe, Khushbu? Let's see, she can be honest.
I think so. I think so.
You think that you should not, or you should spank?
I should.
You should. Oh, okay. She thinks she should. But you know what, Khushbu? You might think that this is not a big deal. But I see, of course, what I'm talking about now is maybe not just once in a while, a very soft touch.
Yes.
But some children sometimes are actually really, how do I say, they receive a lot of violence from the parents. So they're really, it's not just a tick.
But let me tell you, Mariella, in India, parents they don't feel good if they don't do with the I mean, to the baby,
with a slap.
just slap the baby, खाना हजम नहीं होता लोगों का जब तक अपनी जो हमारे नॉर्मली फैमिलीज में यही होता है, हमारी कहीं और की टेंशन ये सब बेचारे बच्चे पर आकर उतर जाती है.
What I believe is, and of course there are lots of research on this, is that sometimes it might be that for different reasons you lose it and you hit your child, but please remember that this is not good for the child, and maybe try to, then talk to your child and make him or her understand that this is not the way, because then people will learn that's if somebody doesn't do what you want, you are allowed to hit, and this is not good. And on the self-esteem aspect, it's very humiliating. And of course, you are an adult, you have much more power and you're stronger, so it's really something which is going to affect your child deeply.
Wonderful. So Mariella, we are discussing a very good topic, parenting, and it's very important topic in India. बहुत ही ज़रूरी टॉपिक है जिसे हम मजाक में हम लोग उड़ा देते हैं, लेकिन कई जिम्मेदारियां ऐसी होती हैं जो ज़िंदगी ख़त्म होने के साथ भी ख़त्म नहीं होती हैं, यादों में ही सही लेकिन वो जिम्मेदारियां बनी रह जाती हैं. तो मेरे पास एक क्वेश्चन है, हमें सविता जी लुधियाना से हमारी एक ऑडियंस है, उन्होंने हमें मेल किया था, तो आई थिंक आई शुड आस्क. क्वेश्चन है कि हाउ टू अवॉइड लेटिंग चिल्ड्रन यूज़ वन पेरेंट अगेंस्ट द अदर्स. यानी हम अपने बच्चे जो हैं वो कैसे अपने माता पिता का कहते हैं कि इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं दूसरों के लिए. जैसे कई बार बच्चा कहीं से झगड़ कर आ जाता है तो वो अपने माता पिता को आगे कर देता है, तो ये बहुत आम है हमारे भारत में. तो या Mariella.
Yes, the children are very good as to identify which one is the parent they can go and they know they will get a yes, they will get their way. I'm wondering if you remember, Khushbu, when you were a child, who was this person, your mom or your dad?
My dad, of course. Yes. My mama was very, oh my God, she is very dangerous.
And it's interesting, I also had the same experience, yes. Okay. I have learned very early that it was much easier to go to my dad than my mom. Same. Yes. So you see, and we're not the only one. Every child knows that. So very often the child will try then to play that how do I say, to play that trick. He knows or she knows yes. who to go to. But the idea is not to play a good cop and bad cop. One is the good one and one is the bad one. One is the one always disciplining and putting rules, and the one is the one saying okay, do it. It's not a big deal. So in order to avoid that, as parents, you should be on the same team. And if you know that you are the soft one, the one who's find it difficult to put discipline, maybe don't answer your child in that moment. You can say, okay, let me discuss with your papa, your mama, and then go back with an answer. So don't allow your child to see that you guys are not on the same page, and that you should give this idea that you are on the same team. So there's no space for manipulation or try to, get his or own way. So this is an important bit. Yeah, very interesting question.
No, this is seriously very important, क्योंकि वाकई हम लोग जब बच्चे होते हैं, मेरियला ने जैसे कि हमसे पूछा कि हमारे लिए आसान होता है ये जानना कि हमारी बात पहले कौन सुनेगा, तो हम चीज़ों को मनवाना जानते हैं. हमें ये मालूम होता है कि मेरी अगर कोई ख्वाहिश है तो उसे पूरा कौन करेगा, मेरी मम्मी या मेरे डैडी, तो हम उसी की तरफ भागते हैं. लेकिन पेरेंट्स के लिए एज अ पेरेंट मेरियला ने कहा कि आप गैप नहीं छोड़िए, कोई भी नहीं. जिस चीज़ पर अगर आपकी मम्मी स्टिक हैं तो पापा को भी उसी चीज़ पर स्टिक रहना चाहिए. अदरवाइज वो जो गैप है वो कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे का फ़ायदा करा देगा और उसे गलत राह पर भी ले जाएगा. तो ये आपको बहुत ज़रूरी है ध्यान रखना. ओके मेरियला, एक सवाल और मेरे पास है, एंड दिस इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग बिकॉज दिस क्वेश्चन इज़ फ्रॉम नेहा फ्रॉम US. या शी सेड कि मैंने आपका प्रोग्राम YouTube पर देखा है एंड आई लाइक योर एपिसोड वेरी मच, एंड शी is praising you also. So she has a question. उसका सवाल है कि who come first, you as a person or you as a parent? समटाइम्स वाई पेरेंट फील गिल्ट, क्यों 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 ऐसा होता है कि कई बार माता पिता सब चीज़ें करने के बाद गिल्ट का शिकार हो जाते हैं, उन्हें ये लगता है कि हमने ठीक नहीं किया, या कई बार जिम्मेदारियों को वो ठीक से नहीं कर पाते, तो एक ऐसा बोध आ जाता है। यस मरियला।
Difficult question. Personally, I think that
It is from US.
I think yes, but Neha given her name. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
she's Indian.
Yeah, she is.
But so I think that the person comes first, because parent is a role. So you have been a person since the time you were born until you be on this planet, on this earth. But parent, you know, you are not always the parent. Parent is a role. So I believe you are first of all a person, and that's why initially at the start of the program I was saying that it's important to see where you are, to look inside, to be aware, to work on yourself. So because the person is the most important thing, then the person will build the role of a parent. And you also mentioned a bit about the guilt.
Yes.
I'm wondering if the guilt comes from wanting to be perfect, or having an ideal, or wanting to be that kind of parent. But if you are aware of the fact that you are learning, this is all learning process,
Yes.
different experience with different children. So maybe be nicer to yourself and know that you're doing your best, and see if the sense of guilt is gonna, you know, slowly going away.
इट्स वेरी ग्रेट, वंडरफुल मरियला। और सीरियसली यानी दो सवाल थे, एक ही बार में दो सवाल थे। आप पहले इंसान हैं, उसी के साथ साथ आप माता पिता बने हैं, तो दोनों चीज़ें आपको साथ लेकर चलनी है। और दूसरी बात ये कि गिल्ट की ज़रूरत हालांकि नहीं है, क्योंकि आप जानते हैं आपको बच्चे को कैसे पालना है, एक माता पिता से बेहतर ही कोई नहीं जान सकता। लेकिन कुछ टिप्स हैं जिनके ज़रिए आप उसमें सुधार ला सकते हैं, थोड़ा बदलाव ला सकते हैं। और हमारे शो का जो मोटिव है, जो उद्देश्य है, वो यही है कि आप ज़रा सा लाइफस्टाइल अपने नज़रिए में करें, अपने तरीक़ों में करें, और अपनी ज़िंदगी को खुशहाल कर लें। तो मैरियला, थैंक यू सो मच, आप हमारे शो में आई, हमारे शो का हिस्सा बनी। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका हमारे शो में हमारे साथ बैठने के लिए, और हमारे सवालों का, हमारे ऑडियंस के सवालों का जवाब देने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच। तो अगले हफ्ते फिर हम हाजिर होंगे, और हमारा टॉपिक रहेगा पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग, यानी समय कैसा भी हो, अपने आप को पॉजिटिव कैसे रखना है। इससे जुड़े सवाल अगर आप हमसे पूछना चाहते हैं तो हमारी ईमेल आईडी है, आप उस पर MH1 की ईमेल आईडी है, आप उस पर हमें सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, जिसका जवाब यानी जो सवाल आपके हम अपने एपिसोड में शामिल करेंगे, और उन सवालों का जवाब आपको दिया जाएगा। तो आज के शो में इतना ही, हमें दीजिए इजाज़त, फिर हाजिर होंगे अगले इतवार बेहतरीन टॉपिक बी पॉजिटिव के साथ। तब तक के लिए दीजिए इजाज़त, नमस्कार।